Hey there, fellow pet lovers! Welcome back to Dog and Cat Insights, your go-to place for all things fluffy, funny, and fascinating about our furry companions. If you've ever looked at your dog and thought, what's your story? You're in for a treat today, because behind every wagging tail and slobbery kiss, there's a surprising history and some pretty quirky behavior just waiting to be uncovered. Sure, dogs are cute. We all know that. From their floppy ears to their wiggly butts, they steal our hearts with just one look. But there's way more to these pups than meets the eye. Today we're going beyond the cuteness to explore the incredible origins and the downright weird, wonderful quirks of some of the world's most popular dog breeds. Whether your pup is a pampered poodle or a goofy golden retriever, each breed has a backstory packed with history, purpose, and often some totally unexpected twists. So sit back, give your dog a scratch behind the ears, and let's dive into the fascinating world of breed beginnings and behavioral oddities. 1. Labrador Retriever, the fisherman's helper turned family favorite. Let's kick things off with America's sweetheart, the Labrador Retriever. We know Labs as the friendly, outgoing, endlessly loyal family dog. But did you know these pups were originally bred to help fishermen in Newfoundland, Canada? Their job? Jumping into icy waters to retrieve fish that had slipped off the hook. Talk about dedication. Their webbed paws and water-resistant coats made them perfect for the job. That love for water? Still in their DNA. Just try keeping a lab out of a lake or even a muddy puddle. And here's a quirky trait. Labs are known to eat everything. Socks, rocks, toys, you name it. That insatiable appetite traces back to their working roots, where food was earned and never wasted. 2. Poodle, the fashionista with a hunting past. Poodles may strut their stuff in dog shows and turn heads in designer clips, but underneath all that poof is a smart, hardworking hunting dog. Originally bred in Germany, yep, not France, poodles were used to retrieve waterfowl. That wild haircut? It wasn't just for looks. Hunters shaved certain parts to help the dog swim better while leaving fur in key areas to protect their joints and organs from the cold. And here's a fun fact. Poodles are one of the smartest breeds in the world. They can learn tricks fast, solve puzzles, and even get a little sassy if they feel bored. If your poodle is giving you side-eye, it's probably judging your lack of mental stimulation. 3. Bulldog, the adorable couch potato with a rough origin. Ah, bulldogs. With their wrinkly faces, snorts, and slow waddles, they're like the grandpas of the dog world. But their past? Not so cuddly. Bulldogs were originally bred in England for bull baiting, a brutal sport where dogs fought bulls for entertainment. Yikes. Their low center of gravity, powerful jaws, and fearless nature made them ideal for the job. Thankfully, when the sport was banned, breeders turned the bulldog into the gentle, affectionate companion we know today. Still, some quirks remain. Bulldogs are incredibly stubborn. Ever tried moving a bulldog that doesn't want to move? It's like trying to push a parked car with 4 legs. And let's not forget the snoring, loud enough to wake the dead. 4. Chihuahua, the tiny dog with royal roots and a giant attitude. These little dogs may weigh under 6 pounds, but their personalities are supersized. Chihuahuas hail from Mexico and are believed to be descendants of the ancient Tachichi dogs, which were sacred to the Toltec civilization. They were considered mystical, with the power to guide souls in the afterlife. Today, they mostly guide their humans to the couch and demand snuggles or snacks. And those quirks? Oh boy. Chihuahuas are known for shivering, often from excitement or nervousness. They're also fiercely loyal, sometimes to one person only, and will bark like they're guarding Fort Knox if a stranger comes too close. 5. Golden Retriever, the polite athlete with a soft mouth. Goldens are the golden children of the dog world, gentle, kind, and always eager to please. But they were originally bred in Scotland in the 1800s to retrieve shot birds during hunting. What makes them unique is their soft mouth, meaning they can carry things, even eggs, without breaking them. It's why they're so great with kids, and sometimes oddly obsessed with carrying their favorite toy around 24/7. Golden Retrievers are also emotional sponges. They can sense their owner's moods and often act accordingly. If you're having a bad day, don't be surprised if your golden is suddenly your shadow. 6. Dachshund, the wiener dog with a vicious varmint past. You've seen the memes and the Halloween costumes, but Dachshunds are more than just walking hot dogs. These dogs were bred in Germany to hunt badgers. Yes, actual badgers. Their long, low bodies helped them burrow into tunnels, and their surprisingly fierce attitude made them formidable underground hunters. That boldness is still very much alive. They bark at anything and will face off with dogs 5 times their size. And their noses? Super powerful. A Dachshund on a scent trail will ignore every command until the mission is complete. 7. Shih Tzu, the royal lapdog with a dramatic flair. Shih Tzus were bred for one thing: royal companionship. These Chinese palace pups were pampered by emperors and rarely set foot outside royal walls. Today, they still carry that air of "I'm too fancy for this." They expect comfort, affection, and often act like tiny, furry divas. Don't be surprised if your Shih Tzu sits like a queen on a pillow and demands belly rubs like it's her birthright. They're also surprisingly sturdy and affectionate, but will absolutely throw shade if they don't get their way. 8. Border Collie, the Einstein of the dog world. If dogs had universities, Border Collies would graduate top of their class, early. These dogs were bred to herd sheep in the rugged hills of Scotland and England, and their intelligence is next level. They can learn hundreds of commands, read human gestures, and even understand new words after hearing them just a few times. That brain needs stimulation, otherwise you get mischief. A bored Border Collie might herd your kids, your cat, or even your vacuum cleaner. It's all part of the job. 9. Beagle, the curious nose with a bark to match. Beagles are adorable, but beneath those floppy ears is a scent hound with a single-minded focus. Bred for hunting rabbits, beagles have one of the strongest noses in dogdom. They follow smells with intense determination, which sometimes makes them deaf to your calls. They're also famous for their bay, a unique vocalization that's half howl, half scream. Useful on the trail, not so much when your neighbors are trying to sleep. But their loving nature and goofy expressions make them one of the most beloved family dogs, quirks and all. 10. Yorkshire Terrier, the tiny terror with big city swagger. Yorkies may be pint-sized, but they pack a punch. Originally bred in England to catch rats in textile mills, these dogs are fast, feisty, and fearless. Don't let the bows and sweaters fool you. They've got a working-class backbone and the attitude to match. Yorkies often think they're much bigger than they are, and they're not afraid to challenge dogs 10 times their size. Their energy, spunk, and need for attention make them perfect for active owners who love a little sass with their snuggles. Isn't it wild how much history and personality is packed into these pups? It really makes you appreciate their quirks a little more, like maybe your lab's obsession with socks isn't so random after all. Or your dachshund's attitude, totally understandable when you consider they once fought badgers for a living. Each breed's traits, the loyalty, the stubbornness, the high energy or chill vibes, they all come from a place of purpose. Centuries of breeding shaped them not just to look a certain way, but to do a job, live in a certain climate, or fit into a specific lifestyle. And now, they fit perfectly into our hearts and homes. So the next time your dog does something totally weird, like spins before lying down, barks at leaves, or carries around their favorite sock like it's a treasure, just remember, there's probably a story behind it. A deep, historical, sometimes hilarious reason why they are the way they are. Dogs aren't just cute, they're living history, full of purpose, quirks, and surprises. Thanks for joining us on this tail-wagging trip through time. If you learned something new, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Dog and Cat Insights for more fun facts, pet tips, and heartwarming animal content every week. Got a quirky pup with an even quirkier habit? Drop it in the comments. We love hearing your stories. Until next time, give your furry friends some extra love today. They've earned it in more ways than you ever knew. See you soon.